Today I'm going to break down how to find all of these products in front of me, plus many more, while not spending a cent more than MSRP. First thing you're gonna need to know is that anybody can purchase these. It doesn't matter if you're coming from out of country, if you're from out of state, it doesn't matter where you are from. It is extremely helpful if you will be in or visiting the following states: North Carolina, Tennessee, West Virginia, Maryland. If you're one of the 20+ million people that visit Washington, D.C. every year, or if you're in the state Virginia itself. All of these products in front of me were purchased in Virginia. Virginia's liquor stores are called ABC stores. Every single liquor store throughout the entire state of Virginia is called ABC. If you're visiting any of the surrounding states of Virginia, the closer to the border of Virginia you are, the better. So if you're visiting Washington, D.C. or any of the states that I listed, get familiar with the ABC stores surrounding you. If you're staying at a hotel, Airbnb, go to the ABC website, type in the town or city that you're in. It will show you the ABC stores that are nearby you, the address, and then you can quick Google search and you can find out how long it's going to take you to drive there from wherever you're staying. Virginia's liquor and liquor stores are all controlled by the state. Now that has its pros and its cons. One of the biggest pros is, again, whatever these bottles are supposed to be selling for, that's what you're gonna pay plus tax. I've seen Elmer T. Lee for $500. I've seen Blanton's for $350, believe it or not. Eagle Rare I saw for $200 one time. One of the biggest cons is obvious. You're not gonna walk into any Virginia liquor store and just find this stuff sitting on the shelf random. So Virginia has just announced this new system last year. Some people love it, some people hate it. This new system is called the drop system. Essentially what happens is, on any random day, it's typically a weekday, Monday through Friday, at any given time, typically 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., an email and social media post will go out that says a drop has happened. That social media posts look like this. On the social media post, regardless if you're on Instagram or Facebook, it's gonna tell you to click on a link. Once you click on the link, you'll be directed to this page where it will list all of the stores that got a quote unquote drop throughout the entire state in alphabetical order. And they do not tell you what each store got. If you try to call the store and ask them what they got, they're not gonna tell you. If you try to call the store and ask them to hold a bottle for you, they're not gonna do it. When the system first started, the emails were about 5 minutes behind the social media post. So it was better if you had your notifications turned on Instagram and Facebook to get the social media alert before the email, because you would give yourself a 5-minute head start. And if you're thinking like, oh, it's only 5 minutes, that 5 minutes could get you potentially a bottle that you've been searching for years at MSRP. What I've noticed as of recently is that they typically come out at the exact same time. There might be a 5 or 10 second delay on either one, but regardless, if you have the social media notifications or the email, they're gonna be sent out at the exact same time. So they got that part fixed, which is great. Northern Virginia definitely has more ABC stores than Southern Virginia. However, there are 390 ABC stores throughout the entire state of Virginia. So regardless of where you're at, you're more than likely gonna be close to an ABC store if you're in the state or close to the border. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna follow Spirited Virginia on Instagram and or Facebook. If you have both, follow them on both. I follow them on Instagram and I set up my notifications to get an alert on my phone, and they post the same photo for all of their allocated drops. So as soon as you see that banner, you know what the photo looks like. It looks like this, and if you see that photo, that means there was a drop. Then you can quickly click on the link and find out if there is one near you right now. The second thing you're gonna wanna do is sign up for their emails. I put a direct link in our description below that'll take you right to the website where you can just enter your email address and you will be automatically signed up for all of their emails that they send out. And while you're on Instagram and Facebook, you can also follow us at VA is for Grubbers, selfish plug. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can also hit the subscribe button. It helps us a ton. Moving forward, your best bet is once you see the drop, you're gonna wanna click the link in the email or social media post, find a store that's near you, and then safely and slowly drive to your nearest ABC store. Now, oh my God. And a drop just came up. Screw it. All right, I'm gonna go. A drop just came up as I'm looking at my notes on my phone. I'm gonna go to the drop right now. I'll be right back. I'm looking straight ahead so I don't crash. While I was recording this video, a drop just happened. So I'm gonna film kind of behind the scenes of me going to a drop to kind of show what it's like and see what I get. I clicked on it 8 minutes after it dropped. So I'm already 8 minutes behind. It's gonna take me about 4 minutes to get to the store. So we're looking at about 12, 13 minutes after the actual drop. All right, here we go. ABC store. Let's see what they got. I was filming a video on how this process works, and the notification came up. I can't make it up. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of, I guess it's kind of perfect. All right, so that's it. I got a bottle of Blanton's. That's probably not the best option out of those lineups that were in there. However, again, I was mid-filming the video, and I have a deadline where I want to finish this video, so Blanton's it is. And again, you're paying MSRP $59.99 with tax, $63.59. That's it. And we're back. Just picked up a bottle of Blanton's. Bada bing, bada boom. There's pros and cons to this system, just like there's pros and cons to everything else in the world. Today, I'm gonna focus on the pros. If you wanna know what the cons are, I'm gonna make a separate video on that, which will be featured here, and then find out what hurdles you might run into whenever trying to accomplish this. When you walk into the ABC store, the majority of the stores will have all of the items placed on their front desk. There will most likely be a line like you can see here. While you're in line, decide which one you want. That way, when you get up, you can decide quickly. Because if you're in line and there's 2 cash registers and you're sitting here thinking, oh, I don't know what I should get. And the guy next to you walks up that was right behind you and he goes, I want the Blanton's. And that's the last Blanton's. There's no more Blanton's. You're only allowed 1 allocated item per person. So if there's 10 Blanton's, if there's 4 Elmer T. Lee's, 6 McKenna's, 5 Eagle Rare, 2 Sazeracs, whatever it is, you can only get 1 item total. You can't get 1 Blanton's and 1 Elmer T. Lee and 1 Eagle Rare. It's 1 total per person. It's also good to note that if you're staying in or around Richmond, almost every time there's a drop, there's usually 3 to 8 ABC stores in Richmond that get a drop. All of these products were purchased in Virginia through the allocated system. So you can find these products, say about 98% of the time. When I showed up to an ABC store, 20 minutes or less, I was able to purchase at least one of these items. Not a cent more than MSRP. So you're signed up for the emails, you're signed up for the social media, a drop notification happens. You hit the drop, you find a location, you get in your car, you safely drive to the store, you wait in line, you pick which one you want, pay the MSRP plus Virginia tax, then you're on your way. And that's how you can find all these items for not a cent more. Good luck and cheers, guys.